What is going on, guys? My name is Zora. Welcome to Steins Gate, the Distant Valhalla, Chapter 5, Convergence. I believe we got this chapter and one more to go, and then we're done, boys. We're done with the Distant Valhalla. Ooh, and I'm a bit excited to see what happens in this episode. The last episode was left on a cliffhanger, just like all of these chapters, but let's jump into it and see exactly what happens. 21st December, 2011, 12:10 p.m. It hurts. It hurts so much that I feel like my limbs are ripped off. Where's Kurisu? Ignoring my own wounds, I focus my attention to her and find her curled up in my arms. A relieving light groan. I'm so glad that she's alive. Mr. Okabe, are you all alive? My vision is blurred. A woman's silhouette stands nearby. I try to get up, but it's hopeless. Or I try getting up, whatever word's missing there. Heat is flowing all over my body and pain pierces me the moment I try to move. That is when I realize that I'm covered in blood. Even I am amazed to be alive in such a state. Wow, this is wonderful! A high-pitched feminine voice, full of excitement, reaches my ears. You're alive, even though a bunch of rounder elites seriously attempted to kill you. They had infrared goggles on, so they couldn't have missed because of the darkness. Regardless of that, you're still breathing. Not only that, but you don't even have any critical wounds. I can't raise my head due to the pain, so I can't look up at her face. I can hear her voice, though, and it's carefree, as if shooting has never happened here. Attractor fields and world-line convergence. I never thought that they'd be so grand. It completely defies common sense. Us being scientists, we didn't really want to believe such a phenomenon until it had been scientifically proven. We didn't really want to believe it until they were fucking around with us. They were planning this from the start. And they don't even try to hide that they're related to SERN. After seeing this result, all we have left is to believe. Don't you think so, Mr. Okabe? Ah, don't worry, doctors are on standby here, so they'll treat you soon. All we have left is to believe. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I have two monitors, right? On my main screen, I can't, it's very hard to tell that there's a silhouette behind the text, but on OBS, there is legit a female. I can see your glasses. I can see your glasses. What the? You can actually see the characters like I thought it was just pure black, but on OBS you can actually see all the characters' features. Oh, that is cool. Violent pain flows through my body and mind like electricity. I bite my lips to hold back the pained moans. We are on strict orders from the Committee of 300 to understand the structure of the universe. For that, we would also like to find out more about your Reading Steiner psychic power. I can see her falling! She's wearing like I think she's wearing a dress, either that or it's like a gray shirt with a gray skirt. I can see her glasses. I think she has red hair. The Committee of 300. Find out more about the universe. Regret builds over the pain. I bite my lips so strongly that I pierce them, causing the taste of blood to spread in my mouth. Attractor fields in world line convergence. I wanted to reject those curses. The future can be changed. I will change the failures of the past and restore the future. However, if what happened here right now is reality, then the things that John Teeter said were neither child scribbles nor bullshit. This is the result of the universe strictly going towards a predestined future. The fact that I'm still alive is proof that the world is converging towards the same result. The fact that I'm still alive is proof. Normally, I would have died 2 times today. Luckily, however, I survived. Both of the times, the bullets did nothing but scrape my body. Was that really luck? Or perhaps the fact that I'm alive right now is just a converged event. If that's true, then isn't the result of me dying in 2025 also already decided? Just like Suzuha knew. Suzuha is the only one who observed the future. Why is it her beta world alpha? Whatever. So I cannot escape from causality. Not only me, Kurisu's future is also known. If it's like Suzuha said, then until Kurisu completes the time machine in 2034, she cannot escape from SERN, no matter what. The results of the current experiment are collected. It wouldn't be wrong to say that it's a success. You too, no, 3 including Mr. Hashida, thank you for cooperating in the experiment. Allow me to explain why we chose such an inconvenient way of going around it. She is still talking, so fluently that it feels like she's singing, and with that usual cheerfulness. To put it simply, we respect the free will of the 3 of you. If we don't let events happen their normal way, the results of the experiments would be somewhat doubtful, and the butterfly effect couldn't take its course. The sample we needed was a more pure and natural occurrence of the phenomenon. That is why I found out some of the results of the future from Mr. Hashida. Like the fact that his little lady time traveler from 25 years in the future. I don't really doubt that. After all, we are also doing research in time travel. I'm imprisoned here by the will of the universe of this convergence line. Whatever I do, I won't die in the next 14 years. Whatever I do, I will die in 14 years. Whatever I do for 23 years, Kurisu will be researching time machines for SERN. Daru will be killed by Rounders while his time machine is still incomplete. But But, what if someone else completes it? He dies while it's incomplete, but someone, I don't know. I don't think that's how Convergence works. Suzuha will time travel to 2010 and fail. She succeeds. I won't get back the IBN 5100. I cannot escape the attractor fields. Mayuri will not be saved. By using the girl's information as a base, we manipulated your actions. That might be called causality, manipulation, and add a little doubt to the experimental results. Anyway, since this isn't 2034 and we still don't have time machines, this kind of inspection of causality bending is kind of meaningless. I have a question. Where is the time machine from 1985? I want to know that. So Suzuha traveled back. Did they just scrap it? Like, what happened to it? It must exist. Like, I don't feel like they would just scrap something like that big. I mean, they might. Like, but what? This kind of inspection of causality bending is kind of meaningless. Nothing will change. Nothing did change. A year and a half ago, I gave up once. No matter how much I try, it will all repeat itself. Everything's pointless. Or send an email. The result was satisfying. Worldline convergence prevents death itself. No matter how much I try, just like I couldn't save Mayuri back then, nothing has changed. Forgive me. It's regrettable, but we have to release Mr. Hashida. He must go back to Japan and have a daughter until we have our time machine in 23 years. We don't want to mess with causality that much. Because of my blurred vision, I was hardly able to make out more than rough silhouettes of my environment. But in my mind was the clear delusion of rounders, standing in threatening silence just a few steps away. What is this, Halloween? That's around the corner, actually. I have a question. What game should I play for Halloween, if anyone's watching to this point? A deadly group of waiting soldiers, not moving their muscles even the slightest. And yet, I could feel how their guns are aimed at me. Their fingers ready to pull the triggers any time. Under normal circumstances, I would be on the brink of death. Sorry for the trouble, but Miss Makase will have to stay with us. The reason is more than obvious. I believe it's because you're the future's mother of all time machines. Well, how about you, Mr. Okabe? We are going to respect your free will. If world lines converge, then I will not die no matter what, apparently. Their weapons might get jammed, still girders might fall on their heads. The great and mighty old farts of the Committee of 300 might come down and say, "Don't kill that man." Or the bullets might just ignore the laws of physics and completely miss me. Anyway, following any of these retarded joke-like events, my death will not happen, no matter what I think about it. The fact has just been proven by an experiment. We would really like to research your Reading Steiner. If you want to cooperate with us on that matter, we promise to treat you very kindly. The Committee of 300 will welcome you with open arms. By the way, I just want to say, I kind of want a game take place in 2% Divergence, because for any of you fans of Steins Gate, you might be just fans of the anime or whatever. But it's in one of the CD dramas or whatever it is, like those audio dramas. of Steins Gate, the 2% divergence, the 2.99% divergence, Okabe actually does help CERN, and he becomes the ruler of Japan in 2036, which I think would be a really cool world line to see. I know it's probably a messed up world line, but, you know, I just think it would be a really fun story. I think it would be very interesting. However, will these jokes really happen again? I'd really like to test that again. Though, in my current state, I feel so idiotic and powerless. So powerless that I almost want to ask them to kill me. Also, I previously said that we don't want to bend causality. If we want to follow that to the smallest detail, we must set you free now. In both Mr. Hashida's and Miss Makase's cases, we chose what would have the smallest effect on causality, but that still doesn't reduce the possibility of there being doubting results. We want world-line convergence. That is as natural as possible. After 23 years, not only will the CERN dystopia be created, millions of people will lose their free will, as well, if I cannot resist a result which has already been decided, just by changing the process, then you are going to pass away in 14 years. We are well aware of you being a threat, but following the decision theory, we know that there's no need to do anything about you, so please choose. Isn't this way of living meaningless? Also, it hurts so much that I can't stand anymore. The bleeding won't stop and limits my ability of recognizing this blurred environment even further. I am tired, let me rest. Hey, somebody, please kill me. If you do, then that will prove that the future is not decided. I don't think that I can go on living without being able to suffocate myself to death with this silken hair. Oh, the game's frozen. That's why it won't let me go forward. That explains a lot, actually. Okabe. The voice that I'm used to splashes some color on the world that has gone monochrome. Within my arms, Kurisu starts making slight movements. It looks like she got her consciousness back. From below my vision, Kurisu stares straight into my eyes. Her hand gently touches my cheek. I am going to stay here. What? Huh? Just when I lost my words, Kurisu, totally unharmed, stands up as if pushing me aside. Kurisu! I'd seriously start crying. As I lay on the ground, I extend my hand. However, not even my fingertips reach her. Thanks for covering me up. Giving up, I stop putting strength into my arm. But I have to stay here. As if to emphasize it, Kurisu says that once again and turns her back to me. She's basically implying that she's accepting the world-line convergence. No, it's not like it's her free will. This, too, is the choice of the universe. Our will doesn't matter. Trying to stop her here is pointless. Worldline convergence is absolute. It is impossible to resist it. Kurisu only accepted what a feeble existence she is. And thus, while living a life equivalent to a one-way rail, she will only wait for the decided death to come. A programmed existence. Forgive me, Kurisu. I lied to you. There is nothing more cruel than hopes that cannot come true. This is why I'm sorry. I don't care if you hate me. After all, I wasn't able to take you away from here. Okabe. With her back towards me, Kurisu whispers. She's neither looking at me nor looking down. She has her head held high. What Amane-san observed are just bits and pieces. Huh? What? I cannot understand what she is saying right now. It's true that both of our futures were observed. However, that wasn't my whole life. It's not like Amane-san was a constant spectator of my life, right? The tone full of cool-headedness, pride, and strength. Between the present in which I live now and the future that she observed is nothing but pure white. She is exactly the same as that of the genius assistant that spoke to me back in Akihabara. We can impose on that. The result cannot be changed. The process can. I told you back then, right? That I want to believe. Until then, Kurisu has been giving up. In that state, I gave her some feelings, hopes that cannot be fulfilled. I completely ignored the theories because I believed in you. Right now, Kurisu, who believed those feelings, is... I will despair no more. Right now, as she is turning towards me, her expression is... I just want you to groundlessly keep saying that the future can be changed. A nearly crying... I will stay here by my own will, so please come pick me up someday. Filled with loneliness. It's a promise, Okabe. Smile. She smiled. We will return to Akihabara. The promise that we exchanged a few hours ago. The promise that I believed with foolish honesty. I want to believe. It is the essence Kurisu draws on to stand up against this world. With it as support, she is walking away from me, and those footsteps are devoid of hesitation. On her back, I can feel the resolve to never let her will waver. Kurisu is fucking adorable. As if inspired by that, I hold back a teary breakdown. This is not a farewell. As long as the promise lasts, No matter how far apart we are, we will meet again. Someday, we will return to Akihabara. We will definitely create that future. And that ending. This is the choice of Steins Gate. I want to cry. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm just so sad. Valkyrie. The final chapter, I believe. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Steins Gate, the Distant Valhalla. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to comment. Oh, this is getting a bit emotional for me. Oh my god. I legitimately felt like, I definitely felt Okabe. I could feel what he was feeling, and I wanted to cry. Oh, man. Just think, the fucking being so hopeless, your friend just gives up. And, like, you have no power over it. That is, like, the most saddest shit ever. To want to so badly make someone feel better, to so badly, like, save them. But you're at a state where you can't do shit. You can't do anything to change that. But we do know that that isn't the ending for now. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Steins Gate, the Distant Valhalla. And I will see you guys in the next episode, next and I believe final episode. Bye-bye! Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can check out my previous video here, or even a playlist related to this video here. There is also a video that was picked out by YouTube just for you. And last but not least, you can click here to subscribe. Anyway, guys, my name is Aura, and I'll see you later. Take care.